Hey, what's going on, AP World? We have a video for you today on old immigration. So that's pre-Civil War immigration and nativism, a very popular topic for the AP exam. If you want to download this PowerPoint to go along with the video, please follow the link in the description to go to apushreview.com to download this. All right, let's talk about what is old immigration exactly. Well, they're immigrants that came from Northern and Western Europe. And some specific countries they came from were Ireland, Germany, and England. And this occurred between the 1820s and the 1870s, but really most of it occurred between the 1820s and the Civil War. Very popular question, something that you guys should definitely know. There are two groups that made up the most amount of immigrants prior to the Civil War, and they were the Irish and the Germans. But the one group, the largest group prior to the Civil War, and this has been a question on the AP exam before, is the Irish. So please be aware of that. And we'll talk about why the Irish are coming prior to the Civil War. Okay, so why did they come here and where did they settle? Well, Germans tended to be farmers that were looking for land, and Irish people tended to come here because of the Irish potato famine in the 1840s, which is also known as the Black 40s. And there is a potato that is infected with the disease potato blight, which infected many potatoes in Ireland during that time. And if you look at the population fall in Ireland between 1841 and 1851, the darker the color red, the higher the percentage of people that were leaving Ireland. So virtually everywhere in Ireland you can see people were leaving. The destination that the highest amount of Irish went to was America. And the Irish tended to settle in large cities in the Northeast, such as Boston and New York. So where did they settle? Well, we just talked about the Irish, and the Germans tended to settle on the frontier in the Midwest and the Northwest. So you see places like Ohio and Wisconsin. And they also gave many contributions to American society, including the idea of kindergarten or children's garden, where education was very important for Germans. Okay, let's talk about this term nativism, and this is a fear, distrust, and hatred of foreigners, and there's going to be lots of reasons for this. One, we have different cultures, and keep in mind these arguments, whether we're talking about the 1830s and 1840s or the 1920s or even today, you'll see the same arguments used over and over by people about why immigration is bad. People are speaking different languages. Religion is going to play a huge role here, and you see that the Irish were mostly Catholic, and that is going to concerned a lot of Protestants living in America. Catholics were discriminated against for so long that JFK is the first president ever that was Catholic. And there's this accusation that Irish and Germans would steal elections. Both of these groups, particularly the Irish, tended to vote for Democrats. So if you were not a Democrat, you would be upset with the immigrants who would vote overwhelmingly in favor of the Democratic Party. And you see this in Tammany Hall in New York City, especially in the later 1800s with Boss Tweed. And there's also an accusation that immigrants took jobs. So let's look at this old Help Wanted ad from a newspaper. This is talking about a person 16 to 18 years of age helping to help out with stuff. And then it says no Irish need apply or NINA. And this would be seen in store windows and newspapers, you name it. People did not want to hire Irish immigrants. And many people disliked the Irish immigrants at this time because they worked for less money than what Americans would work for. And they also would not unionize, and we'll especially see that later with new immigration, but that's for a different video. Okay, so we're going to talk about the Know-Nothing Party. This is a political party that was formed due to nativism. They originated as the Supreme Order of the Star-Spangled Banner, that was their name, and they wanted to ban Catholics from holding office. So they would especially distrust and dislike Irish immigrants because Irish immigrants tended to be Catholic. And they called for tougher immigration and naturalization laws, making it harder for immigrants to become citizens. And in 1856, then ex-President Millard Fillmore ran for the president of the Know-Nothing Party. And here is a poster depicting that. And this is actually Andrew Jackson's nephew. His name was Andrew Jackson Donaldson. He was Andrew Jackson's personal secretary when he was president. And in 1856, Millard, Fillmore, and Donaldson got 21% of the popular vote. So 1/5 of people who voted in that election voted for the Know-Nothing Party. That just shows how high nativism was during this time. And by 1860, when the Civil War is going on, they are really no longer a political threat. So this is a short-lived political party. We even see different companies jump on the bandwagon of the Know Nothings, and this is a soap company, and it's Know Nothing Soap. So you see nativism creeping into many areas of American life. All right, that's it for me in the old immigration and nativism. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you have not already, please take a moment and subscribe to my channel. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button below and take about 30 seconds to share this on Facebook, Twitter, or any other social media for me. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm always trying to reach as many people as possible. And again, if you want to see this PowerPoint, please follow the link in the description below. I thank you very much for watching and have a good day, guys.